Hey YouTubers, got a Seadoo GTX here, 2001. Changing the coil out, had no spark on one plug, found out which one it was. It's the bottom one. Took the plugs out, kept them hooked up to the leads, touched them to the top of the head bolts, bumped the starter. That one's got spark, that front one, no spark. So we're chasing out the wires here. Turns out it's the bottom coil, which I already have. So I'm gonna take this top coil off. I've disconnected the negative on the battery. I'm going to take this top coil off with a 10mm wrench. Maybe. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't need to take these connectors off. You're going to leave them on because this coil is not bad. So there's no point in messing with those, risking breaking one of these plastic clips. But also, another problem I had while I'm doing this is, if you guys watched my last video, when I put the key in, all it would do is just continuously beep at me. It wouldn't two beeps and start. It would just continuously beep beep all the time. So I'm getting looking around inside the same box I'm working in. Get this coil flipped up out of the way, just kind of hang it off the side here without putting too much pressure on the wires. You don't want to sit here all day and try to fix a simple thing and turn it into a big problem. So I'm just going to slough that one off the way, see what's to say. But anyway, back to what I was saying with the beep beep on the ignition part. Down in here, if you take this deal out, which it should be snapped down in there a little better, there it went. There's a fuse on this that powers up your solenoid here. Well, if that fuse is blown, your ignition key will not recognize something that's not powered up, which is kind of a good thing. So if your key is continuously beeping at you, you got a blown fuse in here. Just take that out, changed it out. I believe it's a 30 amp fuse is what I put in it, and it's the same thing that was in it before. So I haven't checked the book. Just kind of a general rule of thumb. There's a 30 amp in it, put a 30 amp back in it. So we're gonna take this bottom one out with the same two 10mm bolts. I wish I had a zip tie with me so I can get that out of the way better, but it's just how it's gonna be for now. So I actually don't have the new coil with me, but if you guys are trying to tackle this yourself, you should have some confidence in you to be able just to do everything I'm doing in reverse order to put the new one in, because I'm not going to make another video to put the new one in. Now this is on 2001. I noticed throughout watching YouTube videos and trying to figure these things out, because we are new owners, everything's in different spots on different years. Okay, so you got a little tab up here. You want to be careful with these because plastic and old don't go well together. So you lift that up to get it past the prong and slowly pull it out. And there's a little electronic grease on there, which is a good thing to see, which I'm gonna put back in there. And then slowly, or carefully, not slowly, carefully pull your spark plug out. And there's still good grease on that, it's not all corroded. But yeah, that's pretty simple. That's the old one. We're gonna go in with the new one. But there is some water in there, so that, not a good sign. Probably a reason as to why she went out. Which there was no seal on the top of this cover box. And they want $30 for a new seal, so I think I'm just gonna make my own seal and put some Gorilla Tape on it, and call it a day. All right, thanks guys. Hope good luck.